Hello. I'd just like to apologise in advance if I look a bit damp. I've just got out of the shower because today I got caught in the rain twice. It's April and it's Exeter, so we are having surprise downpours at the moment, which are rather intermittent but also very annoying. And now my nice white shoes, which I have over here somewhere, which are still soaking wet, have turned black at the tips, so they will be going in the washing machine. Also, I look quite smart, wearing my little waistcoat and my shirt, but because I just got out of the shower, I'm half in my pyjamas, but you can't see that because it's a vlog. I love the internet for this reason. So, I last updated on the 25th of March, and a lot's happened since then, I have to say. 26th was a Saturday, something probably happened, I can't remember it. Because I'm trying to think on the spot, and obviously my mind has now been blank. The 27th was a celebration of the Annunciation that we had in chapel, which was good fun. We had incense, which smelled absolutely gorgeous. I love the stuff. And sort of, yeah, we did a proper high mass, which was really, really nice. And then after that, had some tea and biscuits, and then went off for my work trial at the Impey. And they didn't know that I was meant to be having a work trial, but it's all good. It's all good. I went in and I shadowed a really nice girl. Who helped me out loads, just showed me how the pub sort of worked. I took food orders to tables and whatnot. And they decided to keep me after that, so yay! Officially have a job now, and I'm going to come to a bit more of that in a moment. And then I went to Father Clifton's and had Sunday lunch there, which was really nice. He does really good pasta. It's a really good cook, so that was all very exciting. Monday was mainly sort of spent in preparation of my sister arriving, and I went to Methang, and sadly the sleepover didn't happen, because not enough people wanted to stay, so we went to the pub afterwards instead, and had drinks and whatnot, and I picked up Erin from the station, and then she came back here, and Tuesday was my birthday, yay, and I made jelly, which was multicoloured layered jelly, and then it collapsed when I turned it out of the bowl, but it's all good, because it was delicious and tasty. And I made another one later in the week, which was also delicious and tasty, so I'm happy with that. And we had my birthday party in my house. We had a rapper dance practice in my house, and nothing got broken. It was all fine, it went well. It was the quickest I've ever done rapper practice, but I think that's because we wanted to display a bit to people who are at the party, maybe get them to come along, because it'd be great to have more people on the rapper dance team. And then, yeah, we just sort of sat and drank and ate cake and had a good time. It was really, really enjoyable. I really liked it. And I hope everybody else did too. And then Wednesday was a good day because I finally got this sorted out. This is my contract to work at Spoons. Which is brilliant, because now it's official that I have a job, that I'm earning, and hopefully by the end of next week I will have earned enough money to pay off the energy bill that we have to pay off in May. So this is good. I can afford bills, which is a nice situation to be in, because it's a situation I haven't been in for a long time now. So yes. So that went well. So I went along and I signed a load of stuff and filled in a load of forms, and had sort of a miniature induction as to how everything worked. And then in the afternoon I went to see the Diocesan Vocations Officer, the Reverend Philip Sauerbutt, about becoming ordained. And it was a really, really productive meeting, and I'm really glad we had it. And we had, a good in-depth discussion. And we came to the conclusion that because I'm fairly new to Christianity, like I've only been a Christian, well, I've only really called myself a Christian for the last 2 years or so, so because I'm so new to it, we're going to just take things slowly for now, and take our time with the process, and I've been given a reading list, and he's lent me a book, which is very nice of him, which is this one here, Faith Seeking Understanding, which I'm told is used in reader training, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. It looks really good. I did attempt to try and read it actually on Thursday, but the issue was I was also trying to teach my sister to knit at the same time and couldn't properly concentrate. That's cool. So that went really well, and then Wednesday evening we went to the pub with my sister. It was really nice having her stay actually, because it's sort of got to hang out with her, considering I'm not going home for Easter. So we just got to chillax and stuff and just hang out and be groovy and just be sort of siblingy. It was really nice. So yeah, Wednesday we went to join the ringers at the pub, and then Thursday Oh yeah, we went to morning prayer, and this is the cool thing, because on Tuesday morning she also came with me to morning prayer, and I was really, a bit apprehensive about whether or not she wanted to join in and stuff, but it was cool. She did, and she sort of read along and whatnot, and then afterwards we went for breakfast, and she came up to me whilst I was at work. But that's cool because Father Clifton was fine with that. I was basically sort of putting together the list of readings that we need for next term, so going through the lectionary, finding out what readings we're doing, looking at the psalms that we're meant to have and choosing the shortest one. I was under orders to do that. I'm not reluctant to say psalms, but when you've only got half an hour in the morning and then you have a 9 a.m. lecture to get to, a long psalm isn't really what you want if you're going to end up in a rush. So that was cool. Yeah, then after that we went to town, made more jelly, and then in the evening, some of my friends came over and we played Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit, which I got for my birthday from Mum. Erin chose it, but I got it from Mum. Which is actually really entertaining. It's so much fun. You don't even have to know that much about Lord of the Rings, but we put John on his own team because he knows everything there is to know about Lord of the Rings movies and books. So, and yeah, he won, unsurprisingly. So that was good. That was a good Thursday. And then Friday was the job interview day, and I went to bed at midnight on Thursday, and I was up at 6:30 in the morning on Friday, so probably shouldn't have done that. But I caught the train up to Bristol, and got off at Clifton Down, which I didn't know existed until Thursday. And I had a really good day. It was a really, really enjoyable day at the chaplaincy. I met all the other candidates for interview, and they were just like the friendliest people. And Nicola, who's the current chaplaincy assistant, she was so nice, and she sort of like gave us a little tour of the campus, and she was really sweet and really lovely. And I love her fashion sense. She like wears these amazing skirts, and she had this beautiful scarf, and I wish I had it. And her hair is such a lovely colour. And also the chaplains as well are really, really, really lovely people. But like the chaplaincy centre there is fantastic compared to Exeter. They've got they've got a big table sort of common roomy area, if that makes sense. A table common room area, a big sort of common room area with like sofas and squishy seats and tables where you can like go and relax and study. And they've got like a fair trade cafe. They have a cafe like where they sell soup and sort of sandwiches and cakes and stuff. And it's really epic. And this massive kitchen. Then they've got like an office and sort of little quiet reading rooms and a quiet prayer room and everything, and it's really, really amazing. And I'd love it if Exeter could like just have a chaplaincy building like that, just a big building for chaplaincy. Maybe we could take over the old library upstairs. Or not, they probably wouldn't let us do that. But either way, it would be really cool to have something like that. So the interview itself, I had in the afternoon after lunch, and they did this amazing blueberry cheesecake. I suggest if you're ever in the Multi-Faith Chaplaincy Centre in Bristol, have the cheesecake, because it is pretty epic. But yeah, I had my interview at 1:45. I don't think it went badly. I think it went okay. I can't say that it went swimmingly well because, in all honesty, I don't know. But it wasn't horrific. In my experience. I don't know, they might have thought I was awful, but yeah, I think it went alright. But either way, I don't know until the end of Tuesday at the latest, I think. So they're either going to email me or call me, and we'll see where we go from there. But fingers crossed, because I'd love this job, love the experience, and yeah, it will be really, really cool. So yeah, that's that. Saturday, not a huge amount happened. Like, the students went home. All the students have gone home. This makes me so sad. I'm sort of alone in Exeter. Like, the last time I saw most of them was on Friday evening after band practice in the pub. And it was good to see them then. But like, they're all gone now, bless them, to their own little houses in various places in the country. But I have addresses, so I'm going to post them letters and postcards and stuff. And I saw John actually before he left on my last shift. Not my last shift. My previous shift, shall we say, at the Imperial, which was yesterday. And I threatened to throw a plate at him in a nice way. He told me not to throw stuff at small children, and so I threatened to throw a plate at him. It's all fun and games. We're good friends still. He doesn't have any crockery lodged in his face or anything. It's fine. And then I bumped into Lana, who was returning me my hairband, which I'd left in the pub previously. So pretty. There we go. Claire's Accessories, £3, if anybody was interested. So yeah, and yeah, my shift at the MP was Sunday, and the duty manager, team leader lady said that nobody would have known it was my first shift, because I was good at what I did. Yay! So that's a good improvement. But basically my entire time was spent going to the kitchen, taking food from the kitchen, taking it out to the relevant table, picking up crockery or glasses, taking them to the bar or to the kitchen, scraping them off, and repeat. So yeah, it's good. And when it's busy, the time flies really, really quickly. So you're doing a lot of walking back and forth. So that must be good exercise. Although today I did have a full English breakfast and a roast dinner, so whatever calories I've burnt off, I think I've gained. I've also had half an Easter egg. Well, but yeah, that was really good. It was good fun. So and today, what happened? I went to church. In the morning, I went to St David's, which is fantastic. We had another all-age family service. And sort of the children at the back of church and babies being adorable, and I really enjoy being sort of in that community feeling. And Mr. Bennett was there, and I wasn't expecting Mr. Bennett to be there, but he was there because he's flat hunting, because he's now moving back from Ipswich to Exeter. So it's awesome. So yeah, the service was really nice because it had that sort of community feeling, and also partway through the service, because it's Mothering Sunday, the vicar, Canon Tom Honey, asked all the children to come up and give flowers to their mums, first of all, and then all the women in the church who didn't have children with them. And one of them, apparently, this adorable little boy, came up to me and gave me these daffodils, and I've now got them in a little jug on my desk in water, and just looking pretty. So yeah, after that, came home and did my laundry. What an exciting thing. And then I went round to Rodri's house to pick up some planters that Nikki had left there from last year, and they're now sat in my garden, looking, well, they've been dead-headed, so they don't look very happy, but hopefully they will look happy soon. So I've got some daffodils, some rosemary and some lavender grown, which is quite nice, and then me and Nikki went for lunch. So, yeah, it's been a really good day, and then I went back to hers and sort of kept her company for a bit while she packed, and then now I'm here, I've tidied my room a bit, and I'm blogging. So that brings us fairly up to date. I've got another shift at the MP. I think I'm working a total of 26 hours next week, which is quite nice because, yay, I can afford energy bills. This is good. This is good news. This will be good fun. So yeah, work mainly next week, and I need to go to the bank at some point. So those will be my highlights. What larks? Yeah, but other than that, I don't really have anything to update you on, so this has been a bit of a boring update, but at least, you can skip ahead. Maybe I should go back to writing. Let me know what you think. So yeah, thanks for watching. Over and out.